So my most memorable field study was the trip to Grassy Waters in my freshman year, mostly because I had never been in any type of boat before, and it was a fascinating experience to be in a canoe. And plus, someone tipped over their boat when they were getting out, so that was pretty hilarious.
While we're out canoeing in Grassy Waters, we got the chance to walk through a cypress dome, and it was such a new world to me. It was very different, and it really made an impression on me.
My most memorable part of the academy has to be all of the field trips, including the outward bound trip and when we went to the Keys. I remember snorkeling with all the jellyfish and seeing how cool something is when you see it right in front of you.
My most memorable field study was when I was a freshman and we went to the youth camp at Corbett. It was really the first time I was able to go out and, actually experience nature and study nature and what it, means to be an environmental scientist. It was a lot of fun.
And it was really nice because you could see all the stars at night because there was no light pollution, and you could also hear all the owls calling up in the trees.
I spent a lot of time in the Lake Worth Lagoon working on my science fair project. Learning how to block net was a challenge because the nets were very large, but in the end when we found all the fish and invertebrates, it was really cool seeing all the different kind of biodiversity in the area.
My most memorable experience in the Environmental Academy would probably be during freshman year, when we would walk to the zoo to do our zoo talks. Walking to the zoo is just like something that you don't do in a regular classroom, so it's just like something that like solidified why I like the academy.
With the zoo talks, we were able to learn about lesser known species at the West Palm Beach Zoo, like the ocelot.
My favorite experience during the 4 years that I've spent in the Environmental Academy has to be the Outward Bound trip, because never before have I been on such an immersive and just life-changing journey through nature and gotten to see so much.
Just being out there canoeing into the wilderness and being under the stars was something that I'll never forget.
This trip really pushed me to step out of my comfort zone and help me get over my fear of being in a canoe.
We're out here on our Everglades Outward Bound expedition here with the seniors in the academy, and I'm so excited to be out here with these students who are actually sitting right over there in the mangroves right now trying to figure out how to get from this island all the way back to base camp. Environmental educators know that it is really important to get kids out into the field to experience nature because you can teach them a lot of the science content in the classroom, but until they see it out here and they feel it, they're not going to fully appreciate it and understand it. It's not going to be real to them. And that goes with just about any type of learning.
Even though it was really tough at some points, it taught us how to work together and to be prepared, and it was a really unique, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
We live in this world with chairs, desks, walls, but over the last 4 years, I've realized that there is so much more to the world.
What I'd like to show kids my own age is the same experiences I've had out in the wild and experiencing things firsthand.
I'm concerned with the rate at which we are using natural resources.
Like climate change, having such a big effect on, the rising sea level.
I'm most concerned about the abundance of plastic in the ocean and how it's affecting marine species like sea turtles and dolphins who confuse it as food.
And learning about these estuaries and seeing how they act as a nursery ground for smaller organisms and invertebrates really made me passionate about the conservation of these coastal environments.
Talk about the importance of recycling and all the trash that is in our oceans right now, and the importance of picking it up and making sure that we take care of the animals that it's affecting.
My biggest concern is definitely the fact that there's still so much illegal fishing in the world, specifically whaling and shark finning.
Seeing images of children in unsanitary conditions really affected me, and that makes me want to become a pediatrician to provide health and education to people in those countries.